the big costume?
It was hard walking up the stairs. I'm tripping.
Okay. I have a question for the bad witch.
Yeah, no. Let's see here. For the bad witch.
When you scream, does it hurt your voice?
No.
No.
Because why?
I don't know.
She's used to projecting. So when you learn how to sing and project, you learn to support it from here so it's not from your throat. If she screamed from her throat, yes, it would hurt her. But she knows how to do it the right way. And it is annoying, isn't it? Yes. Yes. And question. Right.
I have a question for the bad witch too.
The bad witch. Come forward, Anna. Come right center. Take center stage.
Did it take a long time to put on her makeup?
Yes.
She's a girl of many words. We have a costume mistress. Where did I hear Sue? She's back there with our makeup artist.
Hello.
That's her mother. Yes. And Sue has been working tirelessly to make all of these costumes. Let's give her a big hand. And right next to her is the woman who does all the makeup, and she's been working very hard on all of our So yes, it takes a long time, but they're the ones doing the work.
I have a question for Toto.
Toto! And she gets to stand up and answer. Yeah.
Did it hurt your knees when you had to crawl all over the place?
Tell
Yes.
her the secret. What did she do? What did she put in your costume?
She put this foam in here. That makes my knees feel better for walking.
Right. So when she has foam inside the costume that the costume person put in, so when she goes around, she tried it now. She tried what is it you tried first? Knee pads. She tried knee pads, hockey pads, and they hurt too much. So she put a little foam inside her costume. And she never gets to say anything except for, it's a tough role. You think it's easy, but it's not, because you're always on the entire show as a dog. It's tough. It's tough. Question.
I have a question for Toto.
Toto again.
Was it hard to act like a dog and you get the barks right? Not really, because I have 2 dogs, so.
She studied the dogs. In fact, she studied the dogs in the program. Yes, they helped her. Very good. Question.
I have a question for Stephanie.
Stephanie, Stephanie, or first name basis. Where's Stephanie? Let them see the dress. Okay, and
Was the costume weigh a lot?
No. Well, there's a lot under it. There's like
petticoats. Yep, there's a lot, and show them a little bit of the petticoat. See, we have a petticoat underneath. Fancy, don't show everything. We have a little petticoat. That makes, yeah, so there's a lot of the costume that is light. Very good.
How long did it take to get everything ready?
The whole show. Tin Man, why don't you come forward and let them know? Remember when we started?
We started, I think, in January, I think.
Right.
So probably 10 weeks, 8 weeks.
And then what happened during vacation?
And then we rehearsed every day during
How many hours
vacation.
were we here?
5
5 or 6 hours a day during
Yeah.
vacation. Yeah, they worked hard. It was a short rehearsal period, so we were under the gun. We really had to work hard. It's a lot of rehearsal. And this past week, when we have Tech Week, they worked every day for 4 hours. So it was a lot. So, question.
I have a question for Stephanie.
Oh, Stephanie again. Wow, it's the Stephanie show. All right, here we go. Stephanie.
Does your hat have that fall No.
It's Velcroed in that, so it fits.
Yeah, fits right to her head. Everything is, yes. So far it has not.
I have a question for the whole cast.
The whole cast.
Was it hard, or was it hot in your costume?
Yes.
Yes. It gets hot when you're jumping around all the time, so that the answer to that was a yes. It does get a little warm, definitely.
I have a question for do you make all the costumes and everything?
For myself, you asking me? General question for the cast? We have a set designer who is wonderful. He makes that mural that's on the wall. He makes all the murals in the church, and he makes art sets. He made the house. He made the backdrop. He's wonderful. Yes, we're really lucky to have him.
I have a question for Stephanie.
Oh, I think you should just stay here. That's right. Stay right here.
Was it hard
hard to memorize your lines?
Well, not really. You have to just go over them plenty of times, and then you just get it.
What happens when you don't know them?
You just keep going. And people
What do I do? Yes, we're after the director. Yes, we should ask Dorothy, because Dorothy had the most lines. Dorothy, come up and tell us, how was it learning your lines? Darling, how was it? How did you learn all those lines?
I practice like an hour every day.
What do you do to practice?
My mom sits with me, and we just run the show.
Go back and forth. Yes, that's right. You have to know your cue line as well as your lines, because you have to know when to say your line. Because otherwise you're waiting and you don't know when to come in. So learning the cues as well as learning the lines is very important. Questions?
I have a question for Dorothy.
Again, Dorothy.
How long did it take you to like get the hang of it to actually memorize like all your lines?
Yesterday. No.
No.
That's close, that's close.
No, I've practiced every time. They just come to me.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Yes. Sooner, I like it sooner than later. Yes.
Yeah.
They did. Yes.
I have a question for the Cowardly Lion.
Cowardly Lion. Come forward. This is Brianna, by the way.
I'd like to know if how did you put on the tail? Was there like a clip or something on it?
Actually, it came in a box, so I guess it was just sewed on.
It's connected. It's just connected to the costume. Yep. It's on there. In the box. It's magic. That's right. That's right.
I have a question for the flying monkey.
Flying monkeys. Which flying monkeys? The big ones or the little ones?
The big one.
The big ones. Let's see. Big ones. Where are you? Come forward. They're not in the monkey costumes now. They're citizens. All right, you guys. So, question.
Was it hard trying to act like a monkey?
Yeah, it was hard.
Yeah.
Well, let's rephrase it. You're supposed to beg.
You're supposed to
And what happens when you don't beg?
You get yelled at.
It's basically the same answer every time. Yes. It looks really good when you're bent over, doesn't it? But it is hard, because eventually your back does hurt. But that's being an actor. It's tough work. Yep, they did a good job. You know, sometimes people think being one character is hard. These guys, especially my little munchkins, were 3 different characters. They started out as munchkins. What did you become after that? Puppies. Then they had to go and change and become puppies. And these guys are kindergarten or 2nd grade, so they did a great job. Yeah. It's a good mixture. But yes, so it's real tough. And these guys are running down the hall and running back. We had a little technical difficulty with our China princess. There wasn't supposed to be that much of a gap. So we'll fix that for tomorrow. So, alrighty, next question.
I have a question for the scarecrow.
Scarecrow. Oh, this is Grace. Grace was our, if anyone saw Snow Queen, she was Gerda in Snow Queen. Now she's a scarecrow. So big change. Oh, scarecrow. And
Is it uncomfortable all that hay under? Or?
Yeah, it's pretty comfy. You don't really feel it.
well, there's really pieces on the outside of her clothes, underneath the, in her arms a little bit.
Yeah, and then
But not so much that she's not all
you really
stuffed.
feel the straw because like it is like.
Oh, Sue, it's very nice you put a pad on it. Thank you, Sue. That was very nice of you. Oh, you put a pad on the straw, so it's not scratching.
My little elf.
Everything else, and you help. That's right, all the moms. We have a lot of moms who help us out, and dads too. So teachers, let me know when you need to go and we'll stop. A couple more questions. 2 more questions, all right.
I also have another question.
Oh, no, we get to pass it off. Oh, if somebody already spoke. Oh, you already spoke? Yeah, sorry. Let me go back here. Yeah, we want to share the well. There you go.
I have a question for Stephanie.
Okay.